Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2305 and the PlayStation Network is considering going to war. My Federation wants to go to war with the Skrek entity. I kind of feel like we should go to war with the hierarchy of Bok, but the Skrek entity has definitely gotten much bigger, so I'm just going to wait until somebody proposes war again, and then I think I'll just go along with it. But in the meantime, our deals with the artisans and the curators have run out again. These are 10-year deals that help our research and our unity. So I'm going to go ahead and re-up on both of these deals. And here it is. Once again, the Serene Cannabinoids are proposing war with the Skrek entity, and this time I'm just going to go ahead and vote yes.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
So now we are officially at war, and I'm going to go ahead and just send my secondary fleet down to help out with that. I'm going to keep my main fleet where it can defend against the Bok if they attack. That secondary fleet is starting out way up here, so they've got a long journey, literally halfway around the galaxy, to get to where the combat will be. And in the meantime, the Kelzen are already invading Skrek space and attacking one of their star bases or outposts or whatever that is. And there we go. We've already taken a Skrek outpost. But look at this. We have got a tradition point to spend. And we are starting on a new tree. I have supremacy, synchronicity, and versatility to choose from. They all have some good things about them, but I think I'm going to go with supremacy here to start with. We get some bonuses to ship building and ship cost, ship upkeep, naval capacity, ship fire rate, starbase damage, fleet command limit. So all of this will benefit us in a war. So we might as well get started on it. And here I'm looking at my starbase to see if we can build any ships for the Federation, but the Federation fleet is full. So let's get back to the war, and the Kelzen are continuing to invade Skrek space. There's a small Skrek fleet right there. But the Kelzen are staying on task and attacking the outpost. Here's another business deal that has expired, so we're going to extend the deal to get exotic gases monthly. I don't think we actually need this deal anymore because I think we are harvesting exotic gases at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and re-up on the cheapest deal. Here is that small Skrek fleet that flew by. They have gone to another system and they are preparing to attack a Kelzen outpost. I just noticed that the Skrek, I must have given them avian ships to use, and they also have avian fleet names. So I'm going to have to remember to change that before the next series. But they're attacking this Kelzen outpost, and they are successful. But the Kelzen evidently noticed what was going on here, so they have returned for retribution. And this is not going to go well for the Skrek. So the Kelzen are going to take back their outpost very easily here. We got a notification that we had an extra Civics point that we earned, so we can reform our government, and we've got a few options here, quite a few options actually. We can reduce building costs and upkeep, leader upkeep, research speed for engineering, edict cost. We can increase our pop assembly speed, more minerals from miners, more research alternatives, more monthly unity, more army damage, and less upkeep, less robot upkeep. And then there are a couple of options there at the bottom that we can't choose, but I'm going to go for unitary cohesion, so we'll get a little extra unity every month, and that will help us with our supremacy tradition tree. But meanwhile, the war goes on.
Ship augmentations completed.
The Skrek are attacking another Kelzen outpost here. They're sending smaller fleets out to do this. It seems like the Kelzen only have one fleet attacking, but the Skrek are kind of divided into smaller fleets, but they're also using more destroyers and cruisers, I think. But there they took another Kelzen outpost, but yet again the Kelzen have noticed what is happening, and they're just going to come straight back and take it right back. Without even firing a shot. And then they're not going to bother pursuing the Skrek fleet. They're going to go off this way. And that little Skrek fleet is going to keep doing this. They keep taking Kelzen outposts, but then every time they do it, the Kelzen show up and just take it right back. So the war is going well for the Kelzen. The war exhaustion levels are about even though at this point, because they are kind of trading battles. It's just that the Kelzen are doing a little bit better at it. You can see the war exhaustion there in the lower left-hand corner. It's about even right now, though the Kelzen have a little bit of a lead. The Skrek decided to take time and destroy this space whale. So they just want to kill things. That's kind of the nature of the Skrek. They're a devouring swarm. And they decided to go ahead and take out this space whale, which was a hostile creature, so, you know, it's not like it was just minding its own business. But back to the war again, and the Skrek have taken another outpost, and this time the Kelzen are going to be defeated, sadly. This is going to set back the Kelzen, because the Skrek do have a larger fleet here. Some of the Kelzen ships escaped, but that's not good. We've earned another tradition point. We're going to continue down the supremacy path And what did I choose here? I can't even remember. I think I chose the starbase. Oh no, I chose the ship fire rate. That's right. Ship fire rate increased by 10%. So that'll help us when we get into a battle. It took nearly 10 years for our fleet to fly halfway around the galaxy, but they have finally arrived and they are ready to contribute to the war.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
So they will now begin attacking Skrek outposts and fleets. And you can see it's been about 10 years because our deals with the curators and the artisans have run out again. These are 10-year deals and we have to re-up again. But I think these are good deals and we have plenty of energy credits to pay for them. So I'm going to re-up. And our fleet is going to begin to make a difference in the war exhaustion numbers down there in the lower left-hand corner. When we got here, they were still about even, although the Kelzen had a small advantage. But now the war exhaustion is definitely going to swing more in our favor. And I'm going to track this Skrek fleet down. They're attacking an outpost, but when they see us arrive, they just take off running. Our reputation precedes us.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
So we'll just get back to attacking outposts, I guess. We have not lost any ships yet in our fleet. 40 corvettes. A larger Skrek fleet has arrived. So this will be a little bit more of a battle.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
40 corvettes against 7 corvettes, 7 destroyers, and 2 cruisers. And we are going to lose a few ships here. So we lost a few ships, but we are once again victorious, and the Skrek have run away.
Technological acquisition successful. Construction complete.
It's always nice to see the Skrek retreat. And also keep in mind that
Construction complete.
this whole time I'm checking the fleet, the Federation fleet, to make sure they're at full strength. And if they needed ships, I would build some, but they're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're going to attack this outpost and then attack that fleet, I guess, when we're done with the outpost. But things are going well. The Skrek war exhaustion is now substantially higher than our Federation. And we've taken another Skrek outpost. The Derp and the Bok have entered a non-aggression pact. The Skrek continue to run away, and the Bok and Derp have already broken off their non-aggression pact. It's like 5 months later, 6 months later, something like that. But never mind them. Let's get back to our war. We're about to have another fleet battle. And once again, we will be victorious. And then About another 6 months went by, and the Bok Bok and Derp got into another non-aggression pact, so they can't make up their minds.
Construction complete.
Our exotic gas deal has run out again, so we're going to go ahead and extend it. Like I said, I don't think we need to make this deal anymore, but I'll just re-up on the cheapest version of the deal as we attack another Skrek outpost. Strangely enough, the Serene Cannabinoids were the ones that wanted this war, but they appear to have been the least prepared for it. They are losing space to the Skrek. The Kelzin are gaining space against the Skrek. But I decided to send our fleet around to the cannabinoid side and try to get back some of their space for them. But in the meantime, we have gotten another tradition point. We will continue on the supremacy tree. And I keep feeling like the Bok Bok are going to declare war on us. So I think I went with the Starbase damage perk here, just in case the Bok Bok attack us. But now we are ready to reclaim some of the cannabinoid space for them. We still have 35 Corvettes, so we're doing okay.
Technological acquisition successful.
And we will be successful yet again. So let's move on to the next one. Those purple lasers are serious business. So we're taking back a little bit of space, but here's where things get kind of weird. I think this is a bug. I assume it's a bug. We're going to attack this outpost. Then we got into a side battle here with this Skrek fleet. And we will be victorious, but it appears that some kind of a bug happens at some point during this battle, I think. Because our fleet, we win against their fleet, but then instead of continuing to attack the outpost, our fleet flies off to the edge of this star system, and I can't get control of them because they're technically still in battle. They just kind of hang around on the edge of the star system here for a while. You can tell that the fleet marker is kind of not exactly on the fleet anymore. They hang around for a while, and then finally they go to attack again. They do a little damage, and then they turn around and fly off again. And then they turn around again to attack some more, and this just went on and on for quite a while. And keep in mind, I can't get control of them at this point because they're technically in battle. I could have them do an emergency retreat, but that would possibly lose me some ships, and they'd be gone for a while anyway, so that seems like a bad idea. And we're doing okay. We've lost a ship or two, but we're mostly doing okay in this battle. It's just taking a long time. Every once in a while, a Skrek fleet will show up. Sometimes they engage us, and sometimes they don't. But this battle went on for about 2 years of game time. I just let it play out. Our fleet stayed in an automatic kind of a hit and run sort of a mode. I don't think the Skrek have some kind of weird technology that scrambles our controls. I think this is just a bug. But it went on and on and on until finally we were able to defeat this space station. At this point, it's pretty damaged. So it looks like we're about to win, but then suddenly another Skrek fleet attacks. So we have to take care of them at the same time. But now the space station is defeated, and we just need to finish off this Skrek fleet. We did lose a few ships, and so I was going to send my fleet to a friendly Kelzen space station, but then suddenly we got the notification that the war was over. It is a status quo peace. It says that there will be no change in the borders, but looking at the map, it looks like the Kelzen gained space and the Cataminoids lost a bunch of space. So I don't know what that's all about, but this is a good spot to end this video. This has been about 20 years of game time. Hope you enjoyed the war. I'm glad we were victorious, even though we got really nothing out of it. So who knows? We may be at war with the Bok Bok next. But for now, as always, thanks very much for watching.